It's matchup time. Let's see, let's go back. We did matchups for distance drivers. We did matchups for fairway drivers. We did matchups for mid-ranges. And what's left, it's, putters. Putters? Are you kidding me? I love throwing putters, man. I love grabbing a bag just like this, boom, full of putters, get out in a field and just chucking them. They're so fun, man. See if you can hurl one out there. How far can you get it? Or try to dial it in and make it nice and consistent. Try to shape it, do all kinds of things with it. It's so much fun. Putters are great, and we're gonna show you today because we got the matchups. We're going head to head as usual, and then at the end I'm gonna chuck some other putters that aren't really normal flying off the tee putters. They're just putters, but we throw those for fun too because it's fun. Today we are throwing in that direction towards those trees. There's a fence at 330 feet. Who knows, maybe we'll get lucky and smack that fence. That'll be fun. So we got our matchup, they're going head to head, and we're gonna see which ones I like the best. Let's have fun with it. All right, for our first matchup today, we are going with putters that I wanna be able to just launch off the tee. I wanna be able to put power behind it, and I don't want it to fear about it totally turning over, and I want it to go out there and bomb and then have some stability behind it. So first up is the Envy. We all know who throws the Envy. It's by Axiom, and it's going up against Gateway's Wizard. So let's check him out. There it goes. That's what I'm talking about. We're zooming way out there, and it's gonna stable up and come on down. Boom, that looks awesome. I'm gonna guess that's like 300 feet. Perfect flight for that Envy. Man, good stuff. Boom, that does the same thing. It's swooping out there, but it is stabling up, and it's gonna come back down and drop probably right on top of that Envy. Very nice chucks. Those two are why they're going ahead. This is gonna be a tough choice. All right, our next putter matchup is a putters where I want it to get out there and glide, okay? So it's gonna go out there, get some super long, nice glide. Maybe you're throwing downwind and you just want it to sail forever but be controlled. Maybe it'll turn a little bit, might flex a little bit. That's what these are for. We have the dynamic disc Warden. Awesome, I got it in this moonshine plastic. Why did I choose that? Because I'm hucking this putter and I don't want putter plastic. I'm gonna be smacking trees and stuff. You know, it happens sometimes. So I get stable plastic, the best plastic I can get for these Huckin Putters. Then we have the Thought Space Praxis. So this is also in a great plastic. They have a couple different kinds. This is Aurora. I come and pull it out of my bag and I just go, oh, it feels so good. It feels so good. I can feel it beating in already, so it will get more beat in. Let's check them out. Let's see how they do. Boom, get that up there. Oh, look at that glide. It's going so sweet, so floaty. Just sit down and park right there. Sweet. Boom, get that up there. Oh, look at that glide. That is zooming, and it's gonna carry on down. Oh, just short of the shadow. And for the next matchup, we have what I've termed our shapeables. You want to put it out there on a hyzer, get it up nice and high and let it glide down. These will do the trick. You want to put it out on an anhyzer and let it glide down. It'll do the trick. Maybe you want a little flex. If you get it just right and get the spin, these are my shapeables. So what we have are two Discraft discs. We have the Luna and we have the Roach, head to head. Boom, get that over there, and now let it turn right into the fairway just like we wanted. Shape it right into the middle and it sits perfectly. Excellent control over that Luna. Boom, get it up there and let that turn on in. Is it gonna turn into the zone? It did, it just turned right into my fairway. Woo! There we go, shaping that disc out and back in. Our next matchup is the low glide matchup. These are the ones that you can't risk gliding too far. You don't want it to get caught in the wind and go sailing off somewhere. Or maybe you just can't afford to go past that basket. You got a cliff behind your basket or water or something like that. You want to make sure it doesn't go too far, and you want to make sure you can control it, and you don't want it gliding away on you. We have Heiser bombs, tank, and we have Castoplast, the Berg, head to head. Boom, get that up in the air. You can see that one going nice and straight, but it's gonna come down and sit. Plop, there you go. Get it out there, get it down, don't let it spread. Perfect low glide. Boom, get it up there in the air, and let's see what happens. It's just gonna sit down really nice and plop. That is the most wonderful thing that you can have on accuracy and precision when you're trying to get an upshot. That's what you want. And for our final matchup, we have the category of overstable. You got a headwind, you need to fight that headwind. These are your guys. If you need that put it up on a hyzer, boom, and have it come down and fade to the left, these are your guys, okay? You want a nice sweet flex? Try throwing it out on an ante, have it stable up and come back down. These are your guys. And it's a classic matchup. For our overstables, we have the Zone by Discraft, and we have the Harp, head to head. Boom, get that one. A little bit of an ante, see it straighten out, and now it's gonna really come back hard, boom, and dive down. Boom, there we go. It is stabling up already and coming down to earth on a very nice hyzer. Get it out there and let it bend down. That's what these things do. Boom, put it on a flex. Let's go, hook up and come back around. Oh yeah, it can handle it. Don't worry, don't worry. Boom, let's put on a flex, see if it can come out. Oh yeah, it's already out. And now it's gonna start to fade. Oh yeah, very nice, very nice. Boom, nice and straight, hooks up, and comes right back in and dumps in the fairway. That's what we want. Whoa, look at them glide, they're taking off. Woo, I think that one's in the lead. Go, buddy, go. All right, matchup competition is over. Stay tuned for the results. But we're just gonna keep the fun rolling. I have here a bunch of putting putters that I've used. You can tell they're in usually the cheaper plastic and they're really beat up, banging chains and stuff. So we're gonna bust these out. I'm just gonna hurl them, probably just one throw unless it's really ugly. And so we can see how these all fly. And I'm gonna put a little juice behind them. So let's see what happens with these guys. This is a judge. Boom, up is a judge and it is gliding. Hey, look at that sucker. That is pretty nice for throwing. It's gonna sit down, plop, boom, in the shadows. Let's try that with the link. Boom, get that in there. There we go. That's a super nice hug. Look at how that one flies. So nice. That is a bomb. Loving that one. Here's an anode from MVP. Boom, flip it up to flat and it's gonna turn. Look at that, come over. Woo, bam. All right, MVP ohm. Not a lot of people have it. Don't know why. Let's see if it really is a 5 glide and see what it can do. Boom, get it up there. Oh, look at that rocket out of my hand and it's just going so straight. And it is gliding, man. That is out there. That's probably 305, 310. Now we have the Prodigy, PA2. Boom, right there. That's got some juice, and that's what it can do. And it's just, ooh, look at that carry and dump down with a strong stability. Nice. Where's the end of a disc? Where's the end of a discs? All right, I got one here. This is a rat. Yeah, the undead version. So in Star Plastic, let's check it out. Boom, get that one out there flat and nice. Look at that. Oh, it's just beautiful. Now it's gonna stable up and come right back down. Super sweet flight out of that rat. Okay, here's an Envy. Let's talk about plastics for a little bit. I've been checking my other Envy that's in a plasma plastic, and you can see how stable that one is. This is electron soft. And man, this thing has been smashed and beaten. Just, man, this was my upshot disc for a long time, and it's just getting more and more beat in. And so you're gonna see a big difference between this and the other one. So in some cases, the plastic is more important than the actual mold. So you gotta take that into consideration. I'm throwing this Envy and it's doing a certain thing, but if you go and grab one of these, you're gonna see what it does. Boom, get it up there, and then it's gonna do a nice turn and turn and turn and turn, and there you go, stables up a little bit. So I wasn't getting that kind of flex out of my plasma plastic Envy. Glide, glide, glide. All right, we've reached the point where it is time for me to pick the winners of the putter matchup. Here we go. We have the Envy versus the Wizard. Distance favors the Envy. Accuracy, I give them both. They fly very, very accurate. The Wizard in this putter plastic, definitely gonna get beat up out there. Like the plasma, I like the stability. I like it's gonna hold its shape. I like it's gonna stay that way for a long time. The winner for me is clearly the Envy. It is an outstanding disc. Wizard, I've thrown you out there. I do, you know, it's solid. Nothing, you can't go wrong with it, all right? So good choice. For me, it's the Envy. Now we have the Warden versus the Praxis. And let me tell you, this one is super rough. The Praxis, as I said, the feel, oh my God, the feel, it feels so good in cupping my hand. It just gives you that sensation like, man, I can't miss. I love that. This is solid too, not quite. I like the feel of this better, okay? So it's awesome, but it's not as good as the feel of this. Feeling in my hand, letting it zoom out, they feel both the same. They feel very solid. I love gripping them, I love ripping them, and they both glide. The winner for now is, I'm gonna have to, oh man, I was gonna say the Praxis, but I'm really leaning towards this. I have to know which one's gonna beat in faster. I'm worried that these are gonna beat in and start turning over on me and not going as straight. I gotta play with this one longer, I gotta play with this one longer. But for now, I gotta go with the Praxis. But man, what a close race. Oh my gosh, too tough. Now the Discraft battle, here we go. The Luna or the Roach. The Luna, unfortunately in my situation, is this putter plastic, and I would really, really like to try one in a more solid plastic. And I love Crystal Flex plastic. It feels good, I love it. It's just squishy enough and it just feels great, the grip and everything. So they fly good. I was so reliable. Every shot with the Luna was awesome. I was able to do whatever I want. I can put this in my bag and not worry about it, but I don't want this one smacking any trees. This one, it can smack trees all at once. I don't care. It's gonna be fine. It's so durable. So I'm gonna have to go with the Roach. Now for my low glides. The Tank was in my bag for a long time. I used it, it was my approach go-to. I was loving it. I'd get on a course, I'd use it like 14 times on a course. It was great. But man, the Berg supersedes it, man. It has a limit. When I throw this all out, 230 is the max. If I want to drop it at 200, I drop it at 200, 180. I need shorter approaches. Boom, the Berg is my disc. Sorry, Tank, but it is awesome. It is also pretty dang fat. It's got a little thumb track, but it feels good in the hand. I can throw it with the fan grip and I can hook it under there. One thing I don't do is forehands. It doesn't feel comfortable for forehands. My go-to right here. Now we have the classic battle, the zone versus the harp. The zone, I know, I'm biased. I've been favored for it for a long time. I mean, I had to try the harp. I had to see what all the fuss is about. The harp is a great disc, but it is not as stable, overstable as my zone. My zone is more overstable. I could tell, especially on those forehands, where boom, the harp got a little turn before it faded off. I don't really want that to happen unless I purposely anhyzer it to get the flex. The zone also feels great in my hand. So the zone, just feels heavy, it feels solid, it fits perfectly. Flip it around to the forehand. It is the most comfortable disc in my hand for a forehand. I don't know what it is, something down here, it just works. And the weight distribution is perfect, and it's in one of my favorite plastics, Crystal Flex plastic. This feels a little bit more like a putter. I get a little bit like less weight out here, so it feels a little bit flimsier for me, and it's got a little bit sharper edge down here, so it doesn't feel that good on a forehand. Not a problem for the backhand. Very good disc, but man, I'm a zone guy to the end. Whoa, that's it. All right, so we wrapped that up. And then of course we had the chucking contest. Let's talk about that. We got all these guys out and we chucked them. It was fun. Did I hit the fence? No, I didn't hit the fence. Couldn't quite get it there. I definitely got a few of these over the 300 mark. It was really fun. Glad you can join me. So this was great matchup series. I really appreciate you being here and listening and watching. Let's have fun with it. Go, 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 glide, glide, glide. That didn't turn out. It went back the other way. The wind changed on me.